Tank is it's a software program, much like PV Elite. It's for the design and analysis of storage tanks that generally hold oil or some similar product. And these are those large diameter tanks that you usually see, and they look like a big cylinder with different types of roofs on top. Sometimes they're in the shape of a cone. Sometimes they're in the shape of a part of a sphere. Sometimes there's not even a roof at all. And so the main thing that tank does is, again, we want to make sure that the wall thickness of the tank is correct. Okay, so we use the API 650 and API 620 codes, and we run through all those calculations to make sure that we get those wall thicknesses correct. And that's just one part of what tank does. There's obviously there are lots of other things like nozzle analysis and opening analysis, wind loading, seismic loading, and all those other kinds of things that we have to design for. You don't want to make something too thick because obviously that would incur extra cost, and there's no real good reason to do that. And on the other side of the coin, you don't want to make the wall thickness too thin because that would give us an unsafe design. And if you have a really large diameter tank and it breaks for some reason, you could have oil all over the place, and that could be a small environmental disaster that would be costly to clean up. So tank, with all of its capabilities, helps us to analyze older tanks, that may have suffered some, corrosion issues and problems like that, and it will also let us easily design new tanks as well. The most exciting part about my job is meeting with customers in events like this, getting to talk to people, to find out what gets them excited about using our products, and not just only Tank and PV Elite, but all of our products. My job, as I've currently been in it, has lasted about 27 years. So I've been, designing and developing and writing software and training other people to do this kind of work for quite some time now. I love working out, complicated issues, things that when I first look at them, say I can't possibly figure out how I can do this, and with a little bit of patience and time, these things always come to me, and I figure them out, a nice, elegant way to do them, and I incorporate those into the software. I love, getting feedback from our users and making the software better, easier to understand, easier to use, than our competitors.